Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Traci Design Team, and it is for the February theme of For the Love of. And I do apologize for my voice. I am getting over a cold, and I actually lost my voice. So I tried to speed up this video as much as possible, so hopefully you don't have to listen to my voice for too long. I am working with the Autumn Enchantment collection for my layout today, and you see me creating my background here. I have a couple of pattern papers, and I'm going to piece them together to create my background. And once I have those sort of taped together, I am going to add a little bit of faux stitching here, or some hand stitching, I guess I should say, to this rainbow striped pattern paper. I'm going to add some on both ends, and so that is just going to add a little bit of detail and a little bit of interest to the background. Since I'm not adding any mixed media, this will just add a bit of texture and interest. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this. I have some floss here, embroidery floss. It's kind of like a deep burgundy color, I want to say. It matches really well that burgundy kind of stripe in the pattern paper. And so that's what I'm going to use here. I think I do maybe the first one on camera, and then I go ahead and finish the rest of it off camera. Also, at the beginning of the video, you saw the 3 photos that I'm going to use, and I just took some leftover scraps from previous design team projects, and I went ahead and matted my photos with those pattern papers. And there you see now my background is done. I've added my photos, and I did add a little frame in behind the larger photo, and I added the stitching. So now all of that is in place, and it's now just time to put in all of the embellishing. So like I said, I'm using that in Autumn Enchantment collection, and so I have a whole bunch of these stickers and ephemera pieces. I think I even have some of the digital pieces, and I'm just going to go ahead and build out my clusters. I decided to use this particular collection, especially for this theme, because when I originally saw the Autumn Enchantment collection, there was a sticker that said, my favorite, or I love soup season, I think it was. And as soon as I saw that, I knew that I wanted to document making my favorite pumpkin soup that we make definitely in the fall, but it'll be requested all year round. We absolutely love it. And so I knew I wanted to use that sticker particularly on this page. And so when I saw the theme of For the Love of, I've thought, what a perfect way to document our love of the pumpkin soup. And so that is what I'm documenting. And so you just see me building out my clusters. I have that particular sticker in the top right cluster. I have another cluster that's going to go here at the bottom of the photos. And then I will put a third cluster on the page in just a sec. I'm just fiddling around with all the different bits and pieces and just layering up all the different stickers. I will put some of these down on some foam tape so that I get some lift, so that I get some, again, dimension on the page, because all of this is obviously just paper, so it is really flat if I was to just stick it down. I added a few of the moths that are in the collection as well. Not that they have anything to do with food, but I just like them. And so there I'm going to build that third cluster. And then once I have all of those in place, I do go ahead and off camera glue all of this down, and then I started my title, which is going along perfectly with the theme of For the Love of, and then I'm going to spell out homemade soup. Now you're going to see me spell this out, and somewhere along the way I lost my second M, and I don't notice it on camera, so don't start yelling at the thing saying she spelt it wrong, because I realize it. I just don't get it on camera, but in the still photos at the end, you will see that I realized it. I actually took pictures and I posted them, and everyone went, "You're missing the M." And it wasn't until I went back and I went, "Oh, I am," which in my defense, I I had the flu when I was creating this layout, and so I wasn't exactly firing on all cylinders, but in the still photos, I did correct it. It does have the missing M. I must have lost it somewhere along the way. I had to cut a new one, but I did go ahead and fix that. So like I said, the title is For the Love of Homemade Soup. Finishing touches, I just added a few enamel dots and a few of these enamel hearts into each of my clusters. And once that is done, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Don't forget to hit Traci Reed's shop website for the blog to see everyone else and what they created for the theme for this month. And then I will have all this description box below, the link to that so you can get to it easily. With that, guys, here are the still photos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.